iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 14 Pro Max, another iPhone 14 Pro Max. What you see here in front of me is fake Apple products and real Apple products. They started copying Apple's products flawlessly. These you cannot really differentiate from the original one unless you start using them. But from the outside, it's spotless. I will, though, tell you what the difference is between the fake and the original in this video, so stay tuned. What's up, Lollipop? My name is Joe, and in today's video, we have a couple of fake Apple products over here, and we have the real ones to compare it to. Yeah, they even copy the mouse. It's extremely wow. I don't have any words for this. This is the new iPhone 14 Pro Max, as you can see. I did an in-depth video of this device. If you want to check that video out, it's got 1 million views, and it's right up here. Now, there's Apple Watch, fake Apple Watch over here. There's fake Apple pencils, fake mouses, magic mouses, fake cables, fake jack adapters, and fake AirPods. They look extremely similar. Let's begin. Let's start with the iPhone. All right, starting off with the iPhone 14 Pro Max. From the outside, it looks very, very similar. But even from the outside, you can tell one major difference, and that is the camera. If you look at the original camera, it's quite different. All the camera lenses should be different. You can't really see it here in the video, but when I show you this, as you can see, all the camera lenses are exactly the same. There you go. These two cameras are fake. This is the real one. The way you test it is you open the phone, you go in, you go to the camera, and then you cover these two cameras, and then you start going between the lenses. And if nothing happens, then it's fake because it's not actually switching to these cameras. Now, the other thing that you can see from the outside is if you open the phone, you can see that this one has a huge chin. I'm going to go into the phone app so you can see the whiteness of it all. Huge chin here on the bottom. Apple doesn't have such a big chin. It is because they curved the OLED screen underneath itself so it doesn't take up so much space here on the bottom. Don't get fooled. Now, they actually did a really good job here with the Dynamic Island, but the Dynamic Island doesn't really have animations. The way you can test it is you go into the clock application and then you start a timer. Let's say there. And let's say I start a timer over here, start. And as you can see, when I quit, the timer continues on the original in the Dynamic Island. And when I quit in the fake one, nothing happens. If I tap here, it goes back. And if I tap here, it doesn't go back. So this is a very big tell. And furthermore, the most important thing, you should always look for a Google Play Store. If there's a Google Play Store on your iPhone, it's probably a fake because Apple does not allow Google to be on their phones, especially Google Play Store. So there you know. If you want to see more on the comparison, I did a very long video. Check it out. It's right up here. Don't miss it out. All right, next up, Apple Watch. If you have an Apple Watch or you want an Apple Watch, first of all, what I realized, it is super hard to tell the difference from the outside of the Apple Watch. They actually did a pretty good copy. But if you take a screenshot over here and you check the sensors, this is the difference between the sensor. Take a screenshot. This is the original. This is the fake. On the original, it says Apple Watch Ultra 49mm titanium ceramic case, sapphire crystal GPS LTE, water resistant 100 meters and dive 40 meters. The fake one says Sports Watch Ultra Smart 49mm metallic case and Gem GS heart rate, pedometer, Bluetooth, sports watch. It's a very, very big tell between the two devices. Now, if you go in, this watch is already running watchOS 10. So first of all, if it doesn't update to this operating system with the widgets and everything, then it's probably a fake one. It should have this button you press, and then it comes up the control center. And then if you look at the applications, it should be like this. Now, in the fake one, as you can see, if you rotate the crown, it just goes between the different watch faces. Again, I did a comprehensive video on the difference between these two devices up here. Check it out. The band is very bad. The first thing about an original band that you can tell it's original, for example, in this Oceanic band, is that in the fake one, you cannot take this part off. In the original one, this comes out and you can put it in any hole you want. So this is a very big tell. If it doesn't come with a band like this, probably fake. The end of the band is a little bit different. This is more round, this is more square. But all in all, I think they did a really good job on copying the design. So if you're just up for the design, yeah, go for the Apple Watch Ultra fake. But, you know, this is IP theft. So I would stay away as much as possible from fake products. Now, this is titanium, and this is, as they said, metallic. So this is some kind of a metal. This is actually titanium. So there's a big difference. And this is sapphire glass. This, I don't think is sapphire glass. This should scratch. But I know, I'm going to let Jerry rig everything. If you want this watch to test, the fake Apple Watch, on the strength, be my guest. I can send it to you. Now this is where it gets hard. Fake Apple Pencil. It's very hard to describe this in a video, or actually to show it to you. The fake Apple Pencil is super light. The original one has quite a good weight to it. It's actually better. Let's check. The one difference I can spot on this is the typography here. As you can see, the original is more bold, it's more black. The fake one is like gray-ish. As you can see, there's a seam here on the top of the Apple Pencil of the fake one, and the original one more blends in a little bit more. Now here in the front, the tips, as you can see, this is more of a brass. This is more, I don't know what kind of material this is. This is kind of like new. It's like they're using a different material. But here you go. This is what it looks like. Again, take a screenshot. This is what you see from a fake and from a real. Again, real, fake. Other than that, the fake one connects and it shows up as Apple Pencil and connects just like the original. Also, the original works like that. It connects immediately to type a new note. If I use the original one, as you can see, let me put like a pencil over here. Here you go, pencil. I can go on the side and I can go with the tip. Now, there is a difference with the pencil if I go very lightly or if I go strong. I push the pencil really hard. If I just go light, it's just light, strong. Now with the fake one, again, I go over here with the pencil. I can go with the tip or I can go on the side, but not so much. So let's go a bit thinner. And it's super hard. So the responsiveness of this is not really good. I can go very light and I can go strong. It doesn't have pressure sensitivity. So as you can see, I go very light or I go dark or hard. No, I can go on the side sometimes. So if I start off and then I go to the side, kind of works, kind of doesn't work. This is what to look out for when you have a fake Apple Pencil. Be sure to check how to write with it. Does it have the angle? Does it have the pressure sensitivity? Does it have the original like brass style tip? And is it dark or is it too light compared? Here we go again. The next one is two little adapters. This is a very favorite thing to copy from Apple because Apple sells it well. Now, as you can see, the small one is the original, the big one is the fake. There's one main difference usually with these. The original can have audio in and audio out. So if you plug this into your headphones that have a microphone, it will actually transmit audio back to your device. So if you have like a headset on that has a microphone, with this, you'll be able to talk. With this, the fake one, usually no. And as you can see, this is like a more rigid material. And let's just look at this for a moment over here. You see no writing on it. There is nothing specific on it. The original one, as you can see over here, has assembled in Vietnam, and on the other side, it says designed by Apple in California. It's very hard to see, I apologize, but it's right here on the original. The fake ones usually don't have this, and when you touch it, the quality is super different. See how flexible this is? This is not flexible at all, and the size difference. All right, cables. With cables, you need to be careful because cables, you charge your phone with them, it's electricity, and if you have a bad cable, it can ruin your phone's battery. So it's Very, very important to get the original ones over the fake ones, especially if they're very cheap fakes. Now, as you can see from the packaging, I can show you the packaging immediately that there's a big difference. The original ones are these, and these are the fake ones. They didn't really care on how this is packaged. This should be folded up nice and neat, just like over here. Usually they come in a box and they are folded like that. This one is not. The other tell is if you look over here, this is the original one, and you can see it's a really good quality. There are no seams around here. There's nothing around here. It's just produced really well. If you look at the fake one, you can see the big quality difference. It has like seams, it has some carvings. It's just not great. And this is one of the main differences. It also has designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. It has a number on it. On the original Apple one, it's there. They actually copied this very good, but again, the color is a bit different. You can see that the original ones are darker and the fake ones are a little bit lighter. This is a very cool one. This is Apple's clear case. A very, very good case because it doesn't get yellow. This is the original, this is the fake. Immediately from the box, you can see the picture should be the same size as your phone. So if you get a 14 Pro Max, like I did over here, it should be exactly the size of the 14 Pro Max. Over here, you can see it's not the same size. Tell number one. Tell number two. This is see-through. This is made of paper. So the thing that you hang it on is made from paper in the original version, not from plastic. On the back, you can see the picture is a lot smaller over here. You have this kind of documentation or paperwork over here. You have Apple ink here on the bottom. You don't have any of that here on the fake one. And obviously, Apple logo, no Apple logo. iPhone 14 Pro Max, phone 14 Pro Max. MagSafe, magnetic. Big, big difference. Let's check it out and let's open it. When you open the original one, it comes in a little case like this or like a paper tray. And the fake one, they usually don't care about this because you've already purchased it. It comes in plastic, as you can see. Very big difference in the opening of the case. You take it out, and then here it gets a bit hard to compare the two. Once it is out of the case, it's basically they got the original quality. It's just astonishing how close. I don't know, maybe it's from the same factory, but when you turn it in the original one, you should have designed by Apple in California, MagSafe, iPhone. In the fake one, usually there's nothing, or if there is, take a picture, a screenshot of this, and you will be able to compare it in the shop if it looks exactly like this, because this is how the original one looks. You should be looking for this font. The text should say exactly this. This is how it looks like. If it's anything else than this, then it's probably a fake one like this, but it's actually really good quality. And very important, when you put the original on your phone, there's an animation. You can see this is the MagSafe animation. Now, a lot of times, they do get this to work. If you put it on, I'm not going to put it on right now, you saw the animation came up, but it's a different animation. I'm going to show you again. This is the original animation. And then this is the fake animation. It's kind of like boxy. Very, very big difference. Always look for the animation if you're looking for an original. If you have an older device, then you might go and find cases like this. This is Apple's leather case, or it's supposed to be Apple's leather case. Doesn't have the logo. But what they do have is the animation, as you can see. And they even get the color right. Usually the chip that they put in there is up here, so that's why this little sticker over here, it has the MagSafe, it has everything. I mean, it's a good alternative, but yeah, please always go for the original. Now, an interesting thing is the Magic Mouse. This is a very expensive thing over here, and what I have to tell you, this is two different mice. So this is the Magic Mouse version 1, or the first version, and this is the second version. This one goes with batteries, this one charges. This, if you look at it, you can see that this white is this is more cooler white. So you should be always looking for a little bit warmer white, as you can see. It works exactly like the original. I have no complaints. I've been using the fake one for a long time. And the reason I know that it's fake is that they told me it's fake because when I bought it, it came in the Magic Mouse box that has, like, it's very hard to show this on camera. The printing of this box is not Apple standards. If you look at my iPhone 14 Pro Max and fake iPhone 14 Pro Max video, you can see the differences between the iPhone 14 Pro Max boxes and how bad the printing is. Now, I don't have the original for this, sadly, because it's a very old mouse. But when you look at this box, you can see that it's not original. It's absolutely not original. So this is fake and this is real. It's just to show you to tell you that they're even doing these. And but actually this works pretty good. This is the only product I'm very happy with. All right, before the grand finale of products, these are AirPods. And which one is the original? Which one is the fake? Can you tell me? I did an in-depth video of this too. This is the original. Well, it has actually engraved my name on it. I got this from my girlfriend. This one is the fake one. How do you tell these apart? The scary thing is that if you have an iPhone, you open the original one, you put it close to your phone, and it's going to bring up the animation that an AirPod wants to connect. There you go. The animation comes up. This is the original one. You can see AirPods Pro. Fantastic. Also, if you bring the fake, you open it up, it also brings up the animation. They put the chip inside that is responsible for bringing up the animation. You connect it and you get exactly the same controls as you would have with the original ones. Now, again, check out the in-depth review of how and what the differences are. But from the first thing, you can always see that in the original one, Apple has over here, designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. On the front, in here, you have this CE, or you have a little text over here. The fake one doesn't have anything. Or it has something totally different. Take a screenshot. This is the size, this is the position, this is where it should be, and this is exactly what it should say. Not nothing, not something else, not another brand. It's, yeah. And check out the other video where I go in depth on what the difference is between the fake and the not fake. And then finally, the grand finale. iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 14 Pro Max, another iPhone 14 Pro Max. Let's get to know these devices. I have some references here. This is an iPhone 12 Pro. This is an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and this is an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, the thing is that I showed you this. This one actually works. A lot of times, they create these so-called dummy units. This is a non-working device. This is just for, what it's going to be like. This is not a working device, and this is not a working device. Why do these devices or these products exist? The only reason is because when they're putting together the cases and the leaks come out on what the next iPhone is going to be like, then they have something to try on their new cases. So if you get a new case, the reason they are pretty confident is because they have the rumors, and then they create these dummy devices that are exactly the same size as the original one. This one is an iPhone 13 Pro Max that is a bit broken, but if you look, the camera hole is the same size. The buttons are exactly in the same position. Over here, the buttons, over here, everything. So it's a one-to-one replica in terms of size, but nothing else. If you ever see devices like this hanging around, like it doesn't turn on, and they say, oh, no, it just doesn't turn on because it's not charged, but have it. Yeah, it might be a dummy unit. So you need to be very aware. You can see over here with the 12 Pro and Pro Max, they have the same camera size. So they replicate this very, very well. Be aware that these dummy units exist. These are only for trying on cases with the manufacturer, but then they somehow trickle down and people sell these dummy devices, or they sell these fake devices trying to make you believe that you actually have an original iPhone. So this is all the fake Apple products that I could show you today. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I will be bringing you more videos like this. And don't forget, check out bestiPhoneaccessories.com. That's where you find all your best iPhone accessories, cases, chargers, whatever you need for your iPhone, for your iPad, for your MacBook, for all of your Apple products. You find it on bestiphoneaccessories.com.